Hi, how are you? My name is Alexandra P.Q. Darwin, and today we're going to take an interesting look at Baltimore wildlife, specifically the types of herbology and plantology that happens in the city of Baltimore. Come take a walk with me and I'll show you some interesting things. In the early 20th century, when many of America's cities were being slathered with concrete, lots of wildlife was lost. However, in Baltimore, the soil underneath was pretty interesting, so something really interesting happened. Here we have urban wildlife, rare plants that we only see in the rainforest growing up through cracks in the sidewalk. This is interesting because many of these plants can be harvested for sustenance and be used for medicinal purposes. Collect some of these for my sample book. If we walk a little further, you can see here that the alleyways of Baltimore are a perfect example of wildlife bursting through the concrete. This is interesting. We have some crazy plants growing in this alley.
Nature conquers all, huh?
Yes, it does. Coming up through the asphalt there, we have the wild peppercorn zucchini plant, which when eaten can cure diseases like malaria. It can cure anorexia. One of the main uses of it is to treat anorexics because it does wonders for the appetite.
What about bulimics?
Oh, I have a special plant up the alley for bulimics here. Let's go.
Wow, I could really use some of that bulimic medicine.
I can't quite get to it because it seems to be in this abandoned lot, but you never know if somebody's living here.
Is it that big, bushy, big thing?
Yes, see the big plant growing up the back?
Yeah.
Okay, that is the wild no-chuck plant. Okay, the no-chuck plant is widely used to suppress the gag reflex in human beings. Therefore, it is commonly used to treat bulimia.
What about really bad drunks?
See, most of the time it's not used for that purpose because the thing about alcohol is once you get drunk to a certain point, you don't want to take it. But however, it is used for people with the flu, people with bulimia, and other illnesses that would cause them to vomit.
What does it taste like?
I think it probably tastes a little bit like apple now-relators, is what it has been attributed to, the flavor. Also, right here, this plant with the thin leaves, right here.
The fern.
Yes, the fern. This is the wild shake-a-booty fern.
Oh, I've heard about this fern. Isn't this the type of fern that people are supposed to have something to do with it when there's spider webs coming out your booty?
Yes, exactly. Okay. Let me get a closer look and show you. Look at the long leaves of the shake-a-booty fern. And the long, pendulous, constructuous, veiny structures that happen within the plant structure of the organism.
So that has to do with the spider webs? Is it like type scenario?
Well, what the shake-a-booty plant does is it allows you, through digestion, when taken orally, to hold on to the best nutrients from the worst food. So say you're stuck in an area in Baltimore where all there is, junk food.
And Tyrone's chicken.
Which we're going to eat for lunch.
You
Traditional
eat some
Baltimore
of the shake-a-booty
eatery.
plant, and it will enable you to get the best sustenance out of that, even if you can't eat for days.
Perhaps we should all eat some.
Yes, let us all have a bite of the shake-a-booty plant. Now,
Are you going to eat it, little girl?
I
we
don't
can
know.
eat it, but the best way to take it is to insert it anally.
Oh.
Okay, well, I think I like the insertion of the anal passage much better. That's more what I'm used to. Or the No men are allowed to see when you use a shake-a-booty plant. It's purely for females only. Spit it out, or else you're gonna die of shake-a-booty disease.
Moving on,
If you shake your booty too much, then you get shake a booty disease.
and then you get spider webs coming out your booty
You
for
do.
real.
Indeed.
Hi there.
We're
Good,
How
how
are you?
are you? So, shall we continue, Alexandra?
We could move a little bit further into the jungle area here.
Okay.
We have this area in the back alleys of Baltimore where the rare plants that grow through the concrete become so intense that you have these little spurts of rainforest-like areas.
Oh.
As you notice through my hair and the hair of our lovely camera crew, that the humidity has just upped about 3 or 4%. That's because we are going into what
Like the Amazon?
I would call the
Amazon.
Baltimore Amazon.
Like the Amazon.
Oh my, look at this. There's a cave to an underground portal to the hell.
True, and there's things you have to watch out for. There are interesting types of jumping spiders that you can find, and also rats that can carry various diseases, mainly that come out of this portal right here. Some of them have the flu virus, others can carry the chicken pox.
Or strep throat.
They can carry strep throats, they can carry malaria, they can also carry bubonic plague.
What about anorexia?
Anorexia, for some reason, does not exist in these parts of Baltimore. We think it might have something to do, like I was saying earlier, the medicinal qualities of the plants.
Or perhaps
That
it's a
grows.
severe lack of melanin within the community. I do hear that those with less melanin are susceptible to anorexia.
That is true.
Learn something new every day, huh, Alexandra?
That is true.
It is.
We do.
It is.
Oh, what are those berries in there?
Oh, those are poison Doodooball berries.
Oh, are these rare?
Never. Yes, they are very rare, but never, ever, ever, if you are going on a tour of Baltimore, eat the poison Doodooball berry.
Will I turn into a doodoo ball?
No, but your doodoo balls will be so big.
I won't be able to fit in my pants.
That's true.
You probably won't be able to get them out either.
Yes.
So I'd have to go to
It
the doctor to get
causes
them removed.
deadly constipation, is
Yeah.
what the poison Doodooball berry does.
So
It
can you give that
looks-
to your worst enemy and then feed him lots of Mexican food?
You could, but you know what? People in these parts know what to look out for. So if you did that maybe outside in Baltimore, if you were in France and you brought some Doodooball berries over and you wanted to give them to somebody you didn't like, you could probably get away with it.
Look, it says doo-doo. That's where the doo-doo balls are.
Yes. This graffiti we see here is an ancient marking where a death, probably from Doodooball berry, occurred.
Wow.
Oh, geez. I knew Baltimore was rough, but I didn't realize it was that rough.
It can be very rough sometimes.
Well, let's move on then.
Yes. But let's get a closer look at the ancient funerary markings of the death by Doodooball berry.
So what is the red spot beneath supposed to signify?
That's the doo-doo
That
berry.
is the doodoo berry itself.
Oh, okay. So it's both it's an homage to whoever died, but also a warning to
warning.
future berry ingesters.
Yes, and the thing about the Doodooball berry is that its juices can jump from plant to plant. So this is a warning. It says the plants around here may look very lush and delicious, but be wary because the poison Doodooball berry lurks beneath
Look,
the
guys,
underbrush.
There's some candy. You see?